Imagine now, today. So what is your expectation for PhD? Okay, some of you might just completed your study, or you just launched your career. So you have steady career, or you have stable income, but suddenly you want to change. You expect something will happen, something good will happen to you in the future. So you want to undergo one process, the postgraduate by research. So it is a very, a very, what do you call it, uh, challenging decision. So that's the challenging decision in life. I think Dr. Jimmy and also Dr. Cora agree with me in this matter. Okay, so you will be having this mental process as well, and you want to become a thinking athlete. Why? Because in the future, you will see yourself as the researcher. Okay. But before you continue with this, let us, everybody could imagine this. Okay. Now, there's an empty or blank paper. If you can write something on the blank paper, what will be the thing that you want to be, what you expect yourself in the future? So maybe I can give you like few seconds, maybe like 10 seconds for you to think. Maybe Dr. Cora and Dr. Jimmy, we can try to bring back the memories when we are in the first year. So what will do? Did we imagine ourselves that we are where we are today? Okay, so this is the thing. If you cannot imagine yourself, so it's difficult for you if, let's say, you have conflicts, you have problems and challenges in the future, because you don't expect things to happen, because things might happen all of a sudden. So there are so many things like this COVID-19. No one predicted that this COVID-19 can occur, unprecedented crisis in human life, right? Okay, so let's define what PhD to you. So you want to be a researcher. So can I ask you a question? What is researcher? Can someone answer this question? In fact, if you ask me this question, I also feel difficult to answer this. What is researcher? And what is the benefit to become researcher? Right. And then the process of learning. So what is the output? And what is the purpose of this process? So you have to ask yourself. So because this is the thing, when you start your postgraduate by research, you need to know the purpose. You are serving the purpose. Okay? For the future, maybe you see yourself, just now I mentioned to you, present against future. So you want to have the career progression. So maybe some of you say this is a self-actualization. If you refer to the theory of needs by Maslow, say that all of us would like to reach this self-actualization. Maybe we bring the theories a little bit, Dr. Gora. And then to give back to the society. Okay, at the end of the day, when you go to this, it's all about you. Okay, I would like to ask Dr. Cora, do you agree with this?
Yes.
Sorry. Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, I do agree with you. Yes.
Okay, Dr. Ginny. So at the end of the day, so the whole process that I share with you, maybe you have different ideas because, sorry, I have to unmute both of you. Sorry, what happened here?
Yes, if you want to take the PhD, never mention that because you want to have earn money or a good life. I think if you want to get the good life, just take the master degree, because you know in the practice world, in the practice and the go out to become something, a position and industry, you don't need to get the PhD. That's my main mention, because PhD is for the people who eagerly want to find something new, to know the knowledge, and to take that we need to be patient, because it is not easy. You should take a long time to be graduate from PhD, and that means you will lose your time to get the money. I think so. Yes, I agree that if we take the PhD, mostly there are lecturer, researcher, and some of is political because when you go to campaign, the title of doctoral is, it will be have more benefits, I think.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So now, if let's say I would ask you the question, so from all the stages that you have faced, that you have underwent before, you have undergone before this, what were the or what was the difficult stage in your research or in your PhD, Dr. Cora?
For me, the difficult stage while doing my research is more on it's more on the gathering of data that time, because my study will talk about different provinces, so I need to gather more and it takes time really, so challenges are really there. And of course I have to admit expenses also, where I need to travel and spend more time for my research. That's why it took me for a while to finish my research, because I have to gather, all this data and information, so I can get a best result of my research.
Yeah, Dr. Ginny, how about you? What do you think about this? Can you share with us?
Yes,
Any thought?
like Dr. Kara said, for us it's because we are the mother of the children. That's why there are two things that the hardest for me to completing my PhD study. The first is personal life. And I mean that when we commit to decided to continue study at the doctoral level, that means we must be prepared to work hard for a long period of time, such participating in the marathon trip, that we don't know what will happen on the journey and whether we can reach the finish. The way we will face the various obstacles, get lost and have to go backwards in the right directions, sometimes lost confidence when other participants overtake us, sometimes feel tired and just want to stop. And sometimes I feel guilty. Why should I choose to take the PhD, or to whether it's worth it or not? Sometimes I feel lonely because like it's like live like a quarantine. People only watch you from afar and look sorry for you when you fall or get into trouble. But that's it, without being able to help. As if they say, blame yourself for your own problems. And that's reality we have to face. And the other ones is the most difficult is the completing dissertation, is pairing and getting engaged with the supervisor point of view. It's the reason that we have to study about them. I mean, how the paradigm commonly used by the supervisor, so they can understand what we meant. The problem I face is that I choose approach the anthropological paradigm, while my supervisor usually use the post-positive approach. Then of course he never understood what my point of thought for many years, even though I try hard to convince him. But so I give up. So until finally I decided to study his writing style. I read his dissertation many times, how systematic the writing he was doing, and I had to study about positivism approach that I really don't know before, and try to combine the method. Before I chose the qualitative, because I chose the anthropological paradigm, and the method should combine qualitative and quantitative, like a mixed method. And then when finished, the supervisor told me, now I could understand what do you mean. And after that, the step of higher states is open for me, and I am grateful, even though I work harder, but I found a new knowledge that.
Okay.